Welcome to my channel Priyanka's Learn It Well. In today's episode, I'll be covering the essentials of doubly linked list concept in data structures and algorithm. If you're liking my content, do not forget to like and share. And if you're new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for all the notifications from Priyanka's Learn It Well. Let's start with today's episode. Doubly linked list. Doubly linked list is a sequence of elements in which every element has links to its previous element and next element in the sequence. The ideal representation of the doubly linked list is as shown. It holds the data, or it contains the value path. It has a link to next that holds the address of the next node, and it has link to the previous that holds the address of the previous node. In a single linked list, every node has a link to its next node in the sequence, so we can only traverse from one node to another in one direction. With a doubly linked list, every node has a link to its previous node and the next node, so that we can traverse forward by using the next field and can traverse backward by using the previous field. We can see the representation of the doubly linked list with the diagram shown here. The null values can be associated in the beginning as well as in the end. We can see that these are the data fields where we can take some values like 20, 30, 40 and 50, and these nodes are stored at some address like 1004, 1008, 1012 and 1016. We have the head variable, as we have shown in the previous episodes, that holds the address of the first node, and it will be containing the value 1004. Now you can see that the previous part of the first node will be containing the value 0, and the next of the last node will be containing the value 0. Here you can see that the next of the node containing the value 20 will hold the address of the next node, that is 1008. Similarly, 30 in the previous link will hold the value 1004. In the next, it will be holding the value of the address of the next node, that is 1012. 40 will be holding the address of the next node as 1016, and the value of the node with the value 50 will be holding the value 0 in its next, as there is no node after that. In the 50, the previous part will be including the address of the previous node, that is 1012. Similarly, 40 will be having the value as 1008 in the previous link of the node. This is how we can represent diagrammatically the doubly linked list, and we can see the code here. We can see that there is a data and there are two links that can be represented as struct node next and the struct node previous. Insert a node at the beginning. First step towards insert a node at the beginning is to create a new node. So the first step is that we'll be creating a new node with the desired value. So the data that we have taken here is 20, and with the given value we'll be assigning the previous of this node to null. We'll be setting the previous of this node to null, so we can identify the null symbol as represented on the screen. The next step towards the insertion of the node at the beginning is checking whether the list is empty or not. What do you mean by checking whether the list is empty or not? If the value of head is null, we say that the list is empty. That means we do not have any address stored over the head. So if the list is empty, then we will be assigning the null to the new node's next part and new node to the head. So we had the value of head as null in an empty list, and to insert the new node to the list, we are going previously we had put the value of previous link as null, and again we'll be having, so the next part is we'll be assigning the new nodes next to null that is, this is the next part of the new node. We'll be assigning this to the null, and then we'll be assigning the new node to the head. That means instead of null, it will be having the value or the address at which the new node is stored, that is 1004. So this is the case where the list is empty. Let's come to the next case when the list is not empty. Then for that we need to assign the head to the new nodes next and new node to the head. What does that mean? Here in this diagram you can see that the list is already having 3 nodes, and the head is having the value as 1008. That is, we say that the value of the node with the value 30 is the first node, and when we need to insert our new node which is at the address 1004, so what we'll be doing is we need to assign head to the new node. That means it is already, the previous is already, as in the first step we have seen that it is put to null, and then what we are going to do is head to the new nodes next. That means 1008 is assigned to the next of the new node, and the new node is assigned to the head. That means the value of the address at which the new node is stored will be assigned to the head. So we can say that assigning this value 1008 to the new node means that the first node has been inserted, pointing the next of the node pointing to the earlier front node. Inserting a node at the end. To insert a node at the end, we would be creating a new node with a given value, and we would be assigning the null to the new node's next link. That means we have created a node with a value 20, and we have assigned the value of the next link of this node as null. As the next step, we need to check whether the list is empty or not. That means we need to check whether the value of head is null or not, whether it has any address stored with it or not. In case, with the case 1, we'll see that the value of head is null. So we would be having null assigned to the new node's previous. So here you can see that in the first step we have already assigned the null value to the next pointer, and if the list is empty, we will be assigning the value of null to the previous link of the new node as well, and we will be updating the value of head from null to 1004, that is the address at which the new node is stored. Coming to the next part, that is when the list is not empty. You can see in the diagram that we have 3 elements already there in the list, and we have the value of head as 1008. That means it is pointing to a node containing the value 30. So when the value is not null, we would be defining a node pointer temp and initializing it with the head. So we have taken a node pointer temp and we have initialized it with the value of temp, with the value of head, that is the first node. We'll keep moving the temp to its next node until it reaches to the last node in the list, that is until the next of the temp is equal to null. That means 1008's next is 10112, and the next of 1012 will be 1016, and here you can see that 1016 next is null. So we will be stopping at this point, and then we would be assigning the new node to the temps next and temp to the new node's previous. So the value of temp currently is 1016, that would be assigned to the new node's previous. That is, we have assigned the new node to the temp to the new node's previous, and then we need to assign the new node to the temporary's next. That is 1016.next should be updated with the 1012, that is 1020. That means 1016 is connected to the newly inserted node that is having the value 20, and this null is removed from the previously end node. That is all from today's episode. Thank you for keeping up with my channel. Stay tuned for more episodes on data structures and algorithm on Priyanka's Learn It Well.